What's up, StarCraft fans? This is Chaotix, and I'll welcome you to another Team Up Tuesday. In this Team Up Tuesday, we're going to be watching a game I played with Watson. Watson has made several appearances on the channel, becoming pretty famous. So basically, we're playing some 3v3s. We were going up against Tabanark. Got some Red Skull and Logiconus. So, we're playing with this guy, Kale. Kale wants to do a Ling Rush. So I'm like, alright, why not? I'm not really good in the early game. Hell, I'm not good in the late game. I'm not good in the mid game either. But I do like to play. So, I was like, whatever. I'll go down and scout. I didn't realize that Watson was doing the same, so in a few moments Watson will say, you know, he's gonna go right, so I go left. So we're both scouting. We're scouting out two different ends. He goes over. He's going to go to the Terran end. I'm going to go to the Protoss. Or not the Protoss. What the fuck is this? The Zerg. So eventually, at one point, I will check. I let him know that the Zerg is there, and I go to. I think I go to check the pool. I think I do. Oh no, I leave, and then I'm told to check pool. I'm like, oops. That's probably a smart idea. So I'll go over there and realize that the pool is pretty much halfway done. He's only got, how many do you got? 8, 9. He probably did a 10 pool. Yeah. So he did a 10 pool. That's about to pop. Got his gas. So he was doing a 10 pool. You did, what did you do? You did about the same. I let him know that it just finished, and I chill my probe out right here. I figured it would be good for scouting later, and of course I've done nothing with my base. I was like, oh, fuck balls, because I can multitask like a motherfucker in real life, but when it comes to like StarCraft, I just can't do it, guys. So I throw down double gate, and I think I throw, once that finishes, I'll put a forge or the cyber core right there. Watson doing the normal wall in. Kale over here, he is, where's Zerg? Oh, there they are. So he's got about 6 right there, 2 more reinforcing right there, so he's got a total of 8. Gets met with at least one of the SCVs from this player. Watson tried to get that SCV, but was unsuccessful. Attempts to finally wall off, however, 2 did slip in, and they are going to be attacking this from both ends. Warp in is not going to do any better because it just left up one small gap for him to come in and just annihilates that probe. Now we're at 10 Zerglings inside the Protoss space. Yep, 12 now. Probes have been pulled off to try and deal with this. Don't get a surround. Surround these two, but these ones are just going to come around and annihilate. They would have probably been better off leaving, but so Watson finally notices that I have a probe chilling over here. I inform him that I am very much aware, and that I'm going to be doing some sneaky nonsense later. He's like, well, what you gonna do with it? I'm gonna do warp ins, bro. I'm gonna try and warp in. Take a couple zealots, put them over here, try and wall that off in case we get some random retaliation. By a lot of Zerglings, wow. I believe Red leaves at this point, because he's pretty screwed. There's one. Did he see me? No, he didn't see me. Whew. Ooh, boy. So, no, Red is still in the game, and he's probably attempting to get back in. Who knows? We'll find out. I forget. It was a while ago. So, we got the blue player, he's pretty much walled off. Got some Lings coming in to try and retaliate against the attack that was on him. Hopefully he transfuses that. He doesn't have the ability, never mind. Both of his spine crawlers go down, gonna lose his queen and quite a few, doesn't even go for it. I send some lots just in case. They're not gonna make it there in time. It says to use drones, but really it's fine by now. There's enough Zerglings that are gone. There's only going to be about 2 left by the time that pops. Yep. Yeah, he's good. He had his own lings coming out. He's okay. So, I continue to do my, prep for my warp-ins. I guess you could call that a 4-gate. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be a smart idea. So Blue's royally pissed. He wants to get some vengeance and sends out a couple lings to scout. Probably going to try and do a little bit of a counterattack on... If he was smart, he'd probably go for me. I don't have shit. Comes up, gets my zealot. I wanted my 2 zealots to go to the watchtower so that I could see everything. My 1 made it. That one got intercepted, but what you gonna do? So more lings, they're running around, checking out what's going on. Watson is pretty much just chilling out, doing his thing, maxing out. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, shooting some... That's probably copywritten. Never mind. So a huge army of speedlings now coming into this base. We got 2 spine crawlers here to try and deal with that. Lings will get a quick surround on those very small lings, and they are just in the base doing a shit ton of damage. I finally put a couple units down here, so now we got 2 attacks going on. He's got this happening here, but in his main base, I have 4 stalkers. Very useful. Attacking some drones here. Waiting for my cooldown, I bring another 4 stalkers. Why not? At this time, however, Red is bringing in some units. He is rebuilt enough that he can just kind of help out, but, I mean, basically he does the smart thing and goes after my probe. I, unfortunately, run away and don't save my probe. Lol. I was told to get a sentry so that I can try and wall that off. However, it was just too late at that point. So, I tried to get my stalkers out of the way of any type of surround, pick off as many units as I could from there. Couldn't really do too much. I could have probably warped in a few more units, but they would have been lost. Did manage to save this guy, so that is quite alright. Watson is chilling down here. They're going to try and lure those units away before they see that, but it's just too late. I'm trying to get these stalkers out of there as fast as possible. I'm trying to pick off any one unit I could. I probably should have done better at that micro. Please. Watson did supply that, kill that supply depot, try and get in and kill that supply depot. 2 big old holes right inside the base now. We have myself just chilling here, letting both my stalkers die like an idiot. So those guys are just chilling right there. Blue is hiding outside the base. Red Skull finally trying to get back into this game. This base will fall very shortly, and it is down. Going to lose all of these units to those lings, though. That's just horrible. Oh, wait. Did he save it? Did he save it? I don't remember. I think he saves it. Holy shit. Holy shit. He did save it. Oh, that sucks. I didn't even know that happened. That makes me sad. Ah, and we see that he has the high yield and is flying his units over here. Light Blue finally coming in to just kill that out. We got hopefully Blink coming along. That's what I think he's going for. Red manages to stay in just by the skin of his teeth. I should have, in hindsight, I probably should have sent my probe up over here and warped in to just finish off Red. If Red was gone, we would have had a much bigger chance at actually doing something. I decide I'm going to throw down some, what are these called? Warp prisms, and I'm going to try and do some drops in the back of the bases. Because I figured he's already expanded over here, might as well try and do some drops. Nobody was going air or anything anti-air, except for the red guy. You know, I mean, he had stalkers, he could get them to blink very shortly, but I figured I had a chance. Yellow is imminently about to get hit by another set of lings. I noticed there's a DT shrine, but we don't find out about that until much later. Send over a bunch of stalkers to try and help us out, but stalkers versus a lot of speedlings, like a lot of speedlings. This base is most likely going to go down. Managed to kill a lot, actually. I didn't have Blink at the time, but I should have tried to back up. Lose 3 stalkers, I think. Oh, just 1, wow. Managed to hold that off, keeping this watchtower overly secured. Bunch of stalkers coming in. I think I start doing the double upgrades. What's Watson up to? Watson is going to get some air soon. Hopefully get some Vikings so that he can just warp on in. Where is my... I know I have a warp prism, but I don't know where I put it. I think it was still deck, so yeah. Oh, there we go. I put 4 stalkers in, and I tried to move it around. Little did I know that there were 1 and 2 overlords over here. I did manage to get my warp prism in there and do a great deal of damage, but it's just a shame that I couldn't have made it a little bit better. DT Shrine did finish up over here. His units are somewhere. What do you got? Do you have any DTs yet? He does have 1 DT, and I don't know where it is because it doesn't allow you to find him. Red dots. I don't see any red dots. Oh, well. Let's take a look at the drop, see how that went. Dropped 4, warped in 4 more, sent them straight over for the mineral line. Tried to do as much damage as I possibly could. Killed 1, 2 drones. I think I get the spawning pool. I'm in a great spot to hold off any type of ling attack. Try to move up so all of my stalkers could get that spawning pool. Spawning pool is my first... Help! It's my first priority, and then I would go for the lings as best as I could in this spot where only 1 ling can get around. He doesn't move them around, so I'm pretty safe right here. I think I put in a couple of... Yep, a couple of zealots are coming in. I pulled them out way too far. They got surrounded by zealots. Sending in most of my other zealots, losing both my stalkers. I think I do another round. Nope, I GTFO out of there. And it's safe, but now he has to rebuild that spawning pool. I call that a decent hit. So he has invested in nothing but Ling, so that was my primary target. Watson going over here, taking that area. Logic is trying to continue to mine the hell out of that one. 4 DTs. I don't know where they are, man. I don't know where they are. I think he morphs them into Archons, but he should have attacked us with them. Like, I don't know where they're at. I don't even remember getting hit by DTs. Oh, they must have been right there. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see if I can't find that. What time is it? Boop. Boop. 16. Alright, we'll go back to that. Let's go trying to finally move up into this into the economy of the game. I managed to secure this base very loosely. My econ is pretty much shit. Have not gotten my double upgrades. I invested in these 10 minutes ago, and I have not used them at all. I think I put a bunch of observers around that's at one point, but I just don't recall anymore. The real winner in this game had to have been Watson. His micro in this game was pretty much insane. Once the later part of the game gets going on, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Tries to put in some units over here. I guess there's a drop on this side, so he brings a shit ton of units, tries to sweep that all up. He's gonna stem up. He should have sieged, right? Had he sieged, Watson would have never broke that. He's gonna come in up over here, siege, and completely decimate. Forethought, guys. Gotta have forethought. Blue coming in finally again with his lings. Took out my units a little while ago. One random cannon out from Red Skull's area. Got all of his units just chilling out and about. Invested in both High Templar and Dark Templar. Don't remember there being storms. He is working on it, but I just do not recall it. And if it happened, I probably blocked it out. Fairly sure I did a drop over there, but totally missed that. So much happened in this game, it wasn't even funny. I just said, you know what, fuck it, we need lots more gateways and lots more pylons, because I don't give a fuck. Pretty quiet right here. We got a drop going on down there. Base taken out. Units are coming in this direction. I'm hoping Watson goes after... Nope, he doesn't. Balls. Sent my units over to this area, trying to make sure that no shenanigans were going on in the gold area. I think I killed that overlord. I don't know. Kale is moving up in on the... Perp gets a nice job. Dropping in on that base. El Tarbador Seems to be heading in that direction. Colossus seems to be my next plan. Super long distance mining heading out over here. Wow. I finally noticed that Overlord. Take him out with a couple quick volleys. Send him back over there. I want to have a forward pylon. That was my main intention. Unfortunately, Blue does not want any of that to happen, so he destroys this base. I try and come back and give him a hand. Loses a lot of drones. That's horrible. Purpose going to try and distract Red coming down here. There was a storm. I think there was some storm dodging right there. Oh, never mind. He was just storm eaten. Nom 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 nom. Blue has pretty much locked down this base. I attempted to do something, but there was not much to be done. I should have just ran up and blanked forward. I didn't even get the blink yet. That's why I didn't do that. Lol. So these units are coming up here. I'm deciding to say help because we have some trouble. I think I move up here. That is just far too much for me to deal with. Pressure cells are stopping my guys from disappearing. I think they somehow see this and decimate that, but I try and get some good high ground action. The medevacs are just making it too hard. We got some volleys from the siege tanks just coming out everywhere. Kale does not know where to go, so he just expanding halfway across the map. Watson being a total baller, coming in here facing some Beelings just like they were nothing. Gonna come in here and gonna get sandwiched if he's not careful. Centrifugal hooks is not finished, but he knows that is dangerous no matter who you are. Stims away, tries to micro half of his units back and forth. Runs right into a, well, one Marauder. It's not gonna be too helpful. Jukes the Beelings, and there are some great, there's some Dark Templar. Comes back to his army here, tries to heal up. Gets a nice little scan over there, sees what's going on. Moves forward. We have Blue coming in up over here, trying to let him know that we need a hand. He's just like, fuck it, you guys are fine. I'm gonna fight some Balings. Finally got some Marauders in. Couple hits from the Balings. There is that one Dark Templar being a total dick. And there's the other two being bigger dicks. Dick faces. Well-timed scan. Got those two out of there. I think it was a double scan. I don't even know. This base is getting pretty much decimated. My one Colossus, being the genius it is, decided to go out in the front and get completely owned. This base is going to be getting hit. Loses the macro hatch. Might lose the lair. I think Kale was pretty angry with me. Finally working on my own upgrades. No anti-air to speak of at all. Kale is taking that out fairly pro-like. Gonna try and rebuild, even though his bases have been destroyed. I don't even know how many times my base got taken out. El Trumpador has pieced the F out. Well, when you're faced with that kind of army, I don't really blame him. Nah, not really blamed. Red somehow keeping his base extremely barren with only four gateways. Blue doing his best to try and hold on, kept this base for ever and a day. But once all this stuff was taken out, there was just not much to be dealt with. Once they unholy that desolated ground, I think they head to... Well, Tila's gone. Blue is here, but Tila's gone. I essentially have no income because my one base is gone, so I'm leaving this game pretty much up to them. You'll see that it gets pretty crazy. These guys head back. Nice little exchange right here. The mutas are going to do some decent damage to the... oh, they finally took out that pylon. At this point, I don't have enough minerals to get a base going. And poor Kale just keeps losing his bases. Like, ridiculously. Watson drops back here, tries to get all those minerals away. Run! Run! Oh, wow, he saved 3. Holy crap. Stims up, moves forward, tries to wipe that out completely. Red is going to try and come up here. Really, the only thing he's got now is storms, and If Watson doesn't notice, he's going to have a big problem. Finally rebuilds his base for like the 8th time. I gotta do a count. I can finally build a base down there so I'm not long distance mining. Lots of storms. He just jumps right on through them. Doesn't even give a fuck. Jumps up, pulls out, and then runs away. Hit, pulls out. Giggity. He himself is doing some crazy type of long distance mining from this area over here. I think he puts his orbital back in a proper location. Uno momentos. Is that mine? That's mine. What did I say was scary? I don't recall. They're drones, but whatever. Watson's going to mass up over here, going to try and do another attack on blue. Blue is really the only one that's causing us any type of sweat. I'm not doing too much of anything. Throw a couple sentries down because why the hell not? He needs a little bit of support. Maybe I can give him some guardian shield. Send him 2 observers too because Watson thinks he's the only scary thing. He's not met my mother. Send out the sentries in the front like a total beat. Dumbass. Fucking bitch. Anyway. This is why I play a game called You Suck Thursdays. Try and pick up a couple tanks, maybe get that Thor, that'd be nice. Stims 4 gets rid of all the mech units, there we go. Oh, loses the only medevac with people in it. Vikings are being total dicks. Can't do too much to the Marines though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, get it! Yes! All 5 of those random air units are completely decimated. That's what I call a good shot. Random drone just chilling in there. It's like, hey guys, don't worry about me, just chilling here with my orange minerals. I think I finally get back into this game at one point. It happens eventually, I know it does. This one's just pretty cool, we're just chilling, massing up units right here. Kills something that was there, I don't know what it was, but it's dead now. Got a couple units coming in over here. I think blue just decides to send literally 2 lings. Oh, I'm sorry, blue left. So blue's only 2 lings. Come in here and destroy 2... Yeah, total. Red and blue finally decide to team up and work like a couple ballers. They go in and they're going to completely destroy this yellow base, but what can I say? It's already been mined out to an extreme amount. Now one probe is just you know, he thinks like he's a boss. He's going to try and do something, and I think he gets hit by his own teammate. Yeah, definitely got killed by his own teammate. That's awesome. This looks like to be their final push because they only have this one base and it's only blues. Red has not expanded again. Catches all these units out of guard. They are not even attacking. They're just moving around. Red was not paying attention. Lost his entire army. That Archon is going to be very dangerous if he is not careful. It backs up because that is a shit ton of units for red. Not red, blue. Red Skull thinks that that's an intelligent idea and decides to long distance mine from right there. Trying to keep that observer there. Kale's a little thinking that we're done, but I don't know. Me and Watson are like, we've come too far. We have come too far to die today. Speed this up for our major fun engagement. Here we go. This one tank on the high ground is literally the only thing that keeps us safe for the next couple minutes. He sieges up. I bring my immortals to the front. Try and push those dudes back just a little bit. He baits just 2 units over. But we have tanks on the high ground. Oh yeah. Watson decides on his genius brain place that he is going to try and pincer attack them. So we're going to try and get them from 2 sides. I swear, if Watson wasn't in this game, we'd have lost. Takes his units up here completely out of sight. Nobody can see them. Loads them all up. Or at least as many as he can. And takes them over here. My plan? Immortals. In the front, kill the tanks. It's all I can do. It's all I can do. Trying to keep him distracted. Watson drops in the back. Here it comes, guys. It's going to be intense. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. Aw, poor queen. We're both ready. Here it comes. Here we go. Ah! He sees both the armies are there. He doesn't suspect a thing. Chaotix charged! Running in, we're going to try and pull them out over here. Getting a bunch of attacks. In comes the stim, but too late. There's somebody from behind you, and you're all completely sandwiched to death. Time for the final push! These units are coming in here, but there is not too much they can do. Siege was way too late. So many Marines. Immortals are coming in here, going to punch through anything that's armored. These Archons, I think they get a couple good storms on them, and that's a shame. Thankfully, we have some sight from the uptime. We're going to stim and run away. Loses all but one little Archon, and then he disappears. Blue trying to take that guy over there, but there is just little that he can do. A couple of kills from the tanks there, but again, very little that can be done. So many Immortals to bait and hit these attacks. Zealots were definitely the right choice, but they would not focus fire a single thing. Don't think Red even has any upgrades, which is, yep, definitely his downfall. I'm now at 3-3, working on, I think, shields eventually. I still have my observer up for it, so even DTs are not a good way to come in after this. This base gets slowly and methodically picked apart. Okay, times 8 is a little too much. Whoa, I didn't know that did that. Lol. Slowly picking apart here, sending over Immortal or two every once in a while. Vikings are just chilling there. This base will eventually be destroyed. And that's pretty much the end of the game. There is not too much that happens later. It eventually comes to the point where we're stuck at the end here. And this is his only base. They decide that it's a cool idea not to leave. So I'm over here picking apart any little thing that I can find. We eventually come in and destroy this area. Lots of zealots that I cannot take care of like this, so we try and bait them as far out as I can. Storms on Immortal's not very good, but it's whatever. We sit here back and forth, bait them a little bit, back and forth, back and forth. Blue's blast base is up here, so I bring the Immortals. 1, 2, 3. Could have been a 3-shot had I got them all at once, but it's all good. Immortals kind of decimate buildings in large numbers. How many do I have here? Okay, so I almost have 16, and their attack is currently 65. 65 shots. Like shots, 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 shots. Everybody! Now this is this is a problem. I need to get away from that, like, quickly. Try and get them on the high ground, try and bait them up a little bit. Gonna lose a lot of Immortals, but I'm gonna kill a lot of Stalkers. Not Stalkers. Those are Zealots. Yellow finally rebuilding. Chilling out over here. Watson decides this is kind of bullshit, starts going for some... Where are they at? Some Banshees. He realizes that we got a lot of... Where are you at? Where are your Banshees, bro? Bro. I managed to keep a lot. Red is completely out of this game. Nobody's going to be attacking his units. We throw up... Or Watson throws up a GG. I thought someone else GG'd. So bad mana. And this is where the fun starts. Well, actually the fun started a little bit ago. So, base gets ripped apart. A nice little... destruction of some Dark Templar, picking this apart. Epic scan. Epic scan is epic. Yeah. It was an epic scan because he didn't realize they were Dark Templars there. He realized it, but he noticed that there was like that cloaking blip that was moving around. Of course, Blue, he's gonna decide. Cloaked Banshees, oh no! Yeah, that was him saying, saw Ripple, thought I better scan. I got all my units kind of chilling over here. I'm like, alright, let's do some warp prisms. Why not? We'll do some warp prisms. I'm super long distance mining because I did not expand at all. I was like, Watson, gonna borrow your shit, bro. Screw you, Chop. Oh. Try to steal my minerals. I managed to get one in there. He takes down quite a few of the air defenses. My moral gets so freaking low, and then in comes the rest of the periodical destruction. I decided it's a good idea to go after the supply depots and then the turrets, and that is it. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what we have learned here today is that even if we've learned several things. First thing, if you lose your base 18 times, don't quit. Second thing we learned, learn to not suck. That's the lesson we learned from this guy. From this guy. Micro makes the game, bros. Micro makes the game. Forethought, planning, staying cool, all that stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please send in games, team games, single games, custom games, games. I don't care. Later.